As we continue to look at large language model programming in LangChain, let's look at text summarization. We already looked at text generation, and next we're going to look in depth sort of a use of this. But let's look at how we can summarize. So text summarization. We are going to look at how we can summarize a single PDF. So we're going to use GPT-4 Mini. And we're going to use a low temperature because we want some creativity, but not a lot. It's just summarizing it. And then we are going to have it summarize a single PDF. So an academic paper, you can see I put the link in here. And this is the paper. This is a very, very famous paper. Attention is all you need. This basically launched the transformers, which is the foundational model for large language and much of the current generative AI revolution that we are right now in the midst of. So here is the code. I am creating a chain. I'm using a chain that's built into LangChain. So they provide you with a nice chain already that is doing a MapReduce sort of a summarization. And what it's going to do with MapReduce is it takes the entire of the text and it breaks it into a bunch of chunks that are small enough that it can summarize, and it just keeps reducing those, depending on how big the PDF is, until it gets to one summary. So it summarizes all the pieces, then it summarizes the summaries into more, and hopefully it doesn't have to go through more than a few layers of that, but that's basically what it does. We're using something called PyPDF Loader, which is a common library for PDF loading. There's a number of these out here, so if you're doing code generation, you probably want to lock it in and tell it which PDF loader you're interested in. We then do a load and split, which is what I said. It's breaking it into those chunks. And then we get it, and we get the output text, that's the summary, and we display that with Markdown. So it says the paper, attention is all you need, introduces the transformer model based on attention mechanisms, which outperforms existing tasks, and so on and so forth. So this gives you a nice summary. You can specify how big of a summary you want. You would put that into the prompt that is sort of requesting that, and that's what we're going to see here. So this is how you can customize it. Here I'm saying write a concise summary of the information, but give it in Spanish. Or you could say give 10 pages in Spanish or something like that. So here it's doing exactly the same sort of thing, but we've customized it. And it is giving that output entirely in Spanish, which is quite useful. The multilingualness of this is really pretty amazing. I mean, you could take a paper written in Mandarin, provide the instructions in Japanese, and request the output to be in Spanish, and that would all work just fine. Now we're going to summarize multiple PDFs. I'm giving you several of them here that I've picked. And we're going to give it a list. It's going to go ahead and load each of those. So it's loading that summarization chain. And it's reading these, it's splitting, and then you basically just give it the list. And it reads through all of those. And now we combine those. And this is where MapReduce is certainly used. And this is where the chunking strategy becomes quite important. I just picked these numbers fairly arbitrary, so it's doing chunks of 500 tokens, and it's letting them overlap by 100 tokens, because you don't want just a hard cut at the end of it, because sometimes something really important is going to be split between two of those chunks. And then it provides the summary of sort of all of those together. It tends to be a little shorter because I'm throwing a lot at it for it to potentially summarize. It'd be really fun, I don't know, give it an entire encyclopedia and say, well, summarize this into one paragraph, or summarize all of Wikipedia into one paragraph. No idea what that would come back with. Well, this is kind of an introduction on summarization for large language models. Thank you for watching this video, and please like and subscribe if this was useful to you so that you can stay up to date on all of the latest things, at least that I do, in artificial intelligence.